Good morning, children. We will study about the water resources today. What is the importance of water resources or water? How much important water for human beings and animals, all the flora and fauna, etc. This also we studied in previous classes. A renewable natural resource. Water is a natural resource. It's a renewable natural resources. There are also the whole earth. We know that there are 3/4 of the earth's surface is covered with water. Exactly saying that 71% of water and 29% of land only available on the earth. It's important, appropriately called the water planet because of the abundance of water. 71% is covered with water. It's also very primitive oceans are there, and many of the important oceans are also there. About these oceans, only the life began. We have studied water, only the life first began about 3.5 billion years back. Even today, the oceans cover 2/3 of the Earth's surface and support a rich variety of plant and animal life. Different types of aquatic animals and plants are available in the oceans also. Ocean water, we know it is very saline or salty, even though it accounts for about not fit for the human consumption. We do not use for the ocean water for consumption. Fresh water also is available, very less percentage of water is largely available, large quantity of water available. 71% of the earth is surrounded or covered by water, but fresh water quantity is very less, that is about 2.7% of the water only is fresh water on the earth. But there are also out of this 2.7% of water, 70% of them are ocean. So these water, fresh water occurs in the ice sheets. So 2.7% of only fresh water is available on the earth's surface. Among that also 70% of the fresh water is available in the ice sheets, its mountainous region and glaciers, and even in Antarctica, Greenland and mountain regions. So this, you know that it's far away from the human habitation, and so that it's not accessible to us also. So this 70% of this fresh water also is found in the glaciers or Antarctic regions, Greenland and mountain tops, etc. And this is not inaccessible. It is inaccessible for the human beings also. So because of its location far away from the human habitation, only 1% of the fresh water is available, which is fit for human use also. It is found in the groundwater, surface water, in the rivers and lakes, and water vapor in the atmosphere. So this is also very less in quantity, and fresh water is therefore most precious substance on the earth. Very low quantity fresh water is available, so that it's very important for us also. It's abundantly its abundance only seen when to vary because it is a constant motion, cycling through the oceans, the air, the land and back again through a process of evaporation, precipitation and runoff. We often say this process is called water cycle because water is available on the earth's surface. It is replenishable, and evaporation takes place, then condensation occurs. After that, it's precipitation occurring, falling on the earth as rainwater. This is continuous process we often call as water cycle, as we have studied in the previous classes. Now in 1975, the consumption of water for human beings was about 3,850 cubic kilometer per year. Now it has soared or raised or increased about 6,000 cubic kilometer per year in year 2000, because the consumption of water increased in a large quantity. Human consumption of water has increased largely. Now when we know that there are several places, always taps are dripping also. A dripping tap we can find here continuously. When it is dripping, it can waste 1200 liters of water in a year. So we need the importance of water, and we need to understand the importance of water, and should be avoiding the dropping of water or wasting water. How the taps are leakaging, we have to get it repaired immediately also. We know an urban Indian uses about 150 liters of water every day. In the cities and urban areas, people also use water in large quantity, that is almost 150 liters of water every day. Human beings also use huge amounts of water, not only for drinking, washing, and also for the process of production. Many industries and factories also, we are using the water for production purposes also. Water for agriculture we are using, and large quantity of water is needed for agriculture. Industries generating electricity through reservoirs and dams, and other usages are there. So increasing population, rising demands for food and cash crops, increasing urbanization, and rising standards of living are the major factors of leading to shortage in the supply of fresh water. How the fresh water is getting shortage? Because our consumption in different ways are increasing. Population is increasing. For the increased population, large quantity of fresh water is needed, and in the industries we are using water, and in the agriculture purpose or irrigation purposes we are using water, so there is a shortage of water also. So supply of fresh water becomes very shortage, or there is scarcity of fresh water also. So we need to also conserve water because of these reasons. We know that water resources and also water sources like the lakes and rivers also, or ponds etc. are also polluting because of increased use of fertilizers and pesticides also. Here, have you heard about the water market? There is water market. Now also we are buying the fresh water, drinking water we are buying from the market also. There is a place which is called Amreli city in Saurashtra region, that is in the Saurashtra region of Gujarat. Also we can find a population of 1.25 lakh people living here. 1.25 lakh people, completely they are depending on the another city for buying the water for their purposes, for drinking and other purposes. The people, 1.25 lakh people are buying water from other cities also. So what problems are occurring of water availability? We know there is a scarcity. We often say there is scarcity or shortage of fresh water or drinking water. Many regions of the world there is scarcity of water, mostly in the parts of Africa, especially in the Saharan desert region of Africa, West Asia, South Asia, parts of Western USA, Northwest Mexico, parts of South America, and entire Australia are facing the shortages in freshwater supply. So these regions are abundant shortage of water supply. Countries located in the climatic zones are mostly affected to droughts, face great problems of water supply. Which are the regions, which countries having the droughts or dry areas? They are all affected by water scarcity. So water shortage may be consequence of variation in the seasonal annual precipitation. We know that if there is precipitation or the rainfall, seasonal rainfall is decreased, there will be scarcity of water also. And sometimes we can say over exploitation, that we are utilizing water more and more, that is also one reason, and water scarcity. Then contamination of water resources. Most of the rivers and lakes which are freshwater lakes are all contaminated and polluted. So these are the reasons there is a less availability of water or shortage of water. So tomorrow we will study more about the conservation of water resources. How can we conserve water resources? And as we have studied, there is shortage or the scarcity of water. We need to conserve water resources. That's all for today. Thank you.